Ferrari is bringing a big upgrade after discovering McLaren's brake secret. Verstappen sends a warning to Red Bull, and Aston is making big gains for 2026 after Newey's update. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Ferrari has found itself in a tough spot this season, failing to meet the high expectations that surrounded them. With just 94 points accrued over 6 races, they've been labeled the most disappointing team by former driver and F1 analyst Jolyon Palmer. This stark assessment highlights a team that was once seen as a potential title contender but has now slipped to a distant 4th in the standings. At the beginning of the season, Ferrari's prospects looked promising. Fans and experts alike believed the team could challenge for the title, especially following a strong finish in 2024. Yet the season has taken a turn for the worse. Despite occasional highlights, such as Lewis Hamilton's impressive sprint victory in China and teammate Charles Leclerc snagging a podium in Saudi Arabia, consistency has eluded them. Palmer points out that beyond early success, Ferrari's performance has dwindled. The pressure is on team principal Fred Vasseur as the team grapples with a troublesome SF25 car. Hamilton, a star acquisition for the team, seemed to find comfort in the early stages. During the race in China, he expressed satisfaction with the car's handling, showcasing a glimpse of what could have been a triumphant season. However, the narrative quickly changed. Since that victory, Hamilton has struggled, facing challenges that stem from the car's snappy rear instability. Palmer notes that this issue has plagued Hamilton for several seasons now, a trend he can't seem to shake as he transitions from Mercedes to Ferrari. It's this inconsistency, a struggle with the balance and handling of the car, that has continued to hamper his performance. Palmer emphasizes that a driver of Hamilton's caliber should not be at odds with his vehicle. Yet here we are, witnessing a repeat of the previous season's struggles. As the season unfolds, the eyes of the F1 community remain focused on Ferrari. Can they turn this trend around and regain the competitive edge they once had? The challenge lies ahead, and fans are eager to see if they can rise above the disappointment and reclaim their place as other top drivers shine on the grid. Stay tuned as we keep you updated on the unfolding drama of the F1 season and see if Ferrari can rise from the ashes and prove the doubters wrong. In recent races, Lewis Hamilton has faced challenges with his performance, particularly evident in his struggles to connect with his car. He had a promising outing in Bahrain, but his experience in Miami took a step back, resembling a return to square one. Hamilton expressed his frustrations, admitting, "It's just me, just not gelling with the car at the moment." What's intriguing is that despite the initial excitement, Hamilton is still working to find the right rhythm with his race engineer, Riccardo Adami. These teething problems are not what they anticipated at this stage of the season, indicating it's a time for reflection and adjustment rather than triumph. As they push forward, Hamilton has shown resilience. He stated, "Back to the drawing board and keep working." This determination signals that he's not giving up just yet. The relationship between driver and machine is critical in Formula One, and Hamilton's journey serves as a reminder of the sport's unforgiving nature. Meanwhile, the day-to-day mechanics of the sport continue to captivate fans. Future headlines and stories are bubbling beneath the surface, from the excitement of the new American team Cadillac F1 and the star-studded Hollywood-backed Brad Pitt racing venture, to the remarkable performances of 19 X1 drivers at the upcoming Le Mans 24 Hours in 2025. As the season progresses, all eyes will be on how Hamilton and Ferrari adapt and whether they can find the stability needed to succeed. Be sure to follow along as we cover the exhilarating highs and challenging lows of this unfolding F1 saga. The McLaren MCL39 brake advantage has become a hot topic in motorsport circles, especially following the FIA's scrutiny after the Miami Grand Prix. It's captured the interest of fans and experts alike, as whispers of a secret advantage come to light through insights from a former staffer. So, what exactly does this theory entail? A notable motorsport engineer has suggested that McLaren may have a distinct edge in tire management during races. While McLaren's MCL39 has matched Red Bull's RB21 on single lap speeds, an assertion backed by Max Verstappen's performances, the real story unfolds over longer race distances. In a race where tire wear and temperature become critical, such as the Miami circuit with its high track temperatures, McLaren showcased a remarkable ability. Drivers Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris finished an astonishing 30 seconds ahead of their nearest competitor, highlighting that the McLaren technology isn't just good for qualifying, it shines during the chaos of an entire race. The key to McLaren's superiority appears to lie in their tire management strategy. Their cars seem to maintain tire temperatures significantly lower than their rivals, allowing them to sustain performance even as heat mounts and competitors struggle. This effective thermal management grows increasingly beneficial as the race continues, especially when the competitors begin to face tire degradation. The secret behind this advantage has eluded rivals so far. Teams like Red Bull are reportedly using thermal cameras to investigate McLaren's brake drums in pursuit of understanding how these components manage to maintain lower temperatures. While the FIA has conducted a rigorous examination of the MCL39's rear brake design, it appears their findings confirm that the components are legal. However, they have chosen to keep specifics about the findings under wraps. What's clear is that clever engineering is at play, particularly in the design of McLaren's rear brakes, specifically in how the brake drums are cooled. The principle is straightforward. The cooler the brakes, the less heat they transfer to the tires. If the braking system can be optimized to minimize heat buildup, it translates into better tire performance. This optimization hinges on various factors, from the internal airflow systems that allow for more effective cooling to the materials used in the braking configuration. These elements fall within less stringent regulations compared to dimensions of brake drum design, giving teams room to innovate. An expert in the field, Martin Buchan, is casting light on this fascinating aspect of McLaren's design. Buchan, who has experience with companies like Audi and Force India, not only has a rich motorsport consultancy background, but also boasts a history with McLaren Advanced Technologies. During his tenure there, he focused on developing phase change materials for thermal management, which carry implications for various cooling needs within the race car, including high-voltage batteries used in Formula E. It's within this blend of engineering brilliance and innovative materials that McLaren's potential edge may lie. As we await further developments and analysis from the FIA, the motorsport community remains captivated, keen to see whether McLaren's advancements will reshape how teams approach car design and strategy in the future. Keep your eyes peeled. This story has only just begun to unfold. As the F1 season heats up, teams grapple with a crucial aspect of performance: the delicate balance of brake cooling systems. These systems need to keep brakes at optimal temperatures for maximum efficiency while preventing overheating, which could severely affect tire performance. Last season, McLaren found itself at the center of amusing allegations accused of using water to cool its tires. CEO Zak Brown even teased the rumors by showing up with a humorous water bottle labeled "Tire Water" at the Miami Grand Prix. While these claims were dismissed by Pirelli, they sparked intriguing discussions about the potential for advanced cooling strategies within the sport. Enter the theory of phase change materials. The notion suggests that substances used in a protected channel between brake linings and brake systems can shift from solid to liquid at specific temperatures. This transformation allows brakes to maintain a stable temperature without overheating, an innovative edge that could enhance performance. Reports indicate McLaren may have employed these advanced materials effectively, marking a significant technical advantage. It's been years since a singular team introduced a groundbreaking innovation, highlighting how competitive the landscape has become. While speculation surrounds McLaren's practices, it raises the question: are other teams, like Red Bull, experimenting with similar technologies? Recent unexplained braking issues faced by star driver Max Verstappen hint that such innovations might be in play. As developments continue to unfold, the motorsport community is buzzing with excitement. Could McLaren's strategy redefine the future of Formula One? Stay tuned as we await the next chapter in this thrilling story. Max Verstappen, the talented Red Bull driver, recently made headlines with a secretive GT3 test at the legendary Nordschleife. Described as a madhouse by fellow racer Tom Coronel, the atmosphere was electric, with fans gathering in droves to catch a glimpse of the undercover Dutchman. Under the alias of Franz Hermann, Verstappen attempted to keep a low profile, but his distinctive branded overalls and car livery quickly gave away his identity. Even so, he took this opportunity to hone his skills at one of the most challenging circuits in motorsport. On that fateful Friday, Verstappen took a Ferrari 296 to the Nordschleife during his time off from Formula One. Despite his best efforts to maintain secrecy, news of his presence spread fast, turning the event into a spectacle as crowds swarmed the circuit. Coronel shared his amusing interactions from that day, explaining how he also managed to speak to Verstappen's bodyguards. They even facilitated a special visit for his son, Rocco, since Verstappen was being shielded from the press. Tom described the chaos. Once it was known that Max was testing on the Nordschleife, it was completely packed with journalists, a complete madhouse. It was evident that fans and press alike were eager for any insights into Verstappen's driving and progress on the track. Coronel noted the overwhelming feedback he received, with many eager fans sending emails offering suggestions on how Verstappen should tackle the infamous track. Of course, everyone understands that Max is not going to sit in a classroom and drive in a line around the Nürburgring, he added, highlighting the absurdity of the situation. As the excitement grew, reports surfaced suggesting that Verstappen is interested in racing in the GT3 series. However, it turns out that he currently does not hold the necessary permits to compete. Coronel clarified this situation, revealing, "I participated in the race, but Franz Hermann couldn't participate in the race. He didn't have his license yet." The Nordschleife demands specific permissions for racing, alongside a prerequisite training course which Verstappen has not yet completed. Nonetheless, his test day at the track showcased his determination to expand his racing horizons in the future. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into Verstappen's thrilling GT3 experience and what it may mean for his racing ambitions moving forward. Max Verstappen, the four-time F1 world champion, is looking to expand his racing horizons by applying for a special racing license after a secret test in a Ferrari GT3. But there's a catch. To compete in NLS events, he faces several hurdles. The rules dictate that Verstappen must obtain a DMSB permit. Achieving this involves completing 2 races, totaling 14 laps in a vehicle with power equivalent to a detuned Porsche Cayman. While it sounds straightforward, it's an important step for him to take on this new challenge. Verstappen isn't just limited to GT racing. Rumors swirl regarding his future in F1 as teams like Red Bull and Mercedes vie for his signature. With a contract lasting until 2028, there are potential performance clauses that might allow him to leave early. Notably, former F1 champion believes it could be wise for Verstappen to take a year off, giving him time to reassess his options. The ongoing debate surrounding his potential move has ignited discussions, particularly between McLaren drivers Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Martin Brundle has weighed in, sharing his insights on how Verstappen races in comparison to these talented drivers. As time moves forward, fans are left wondering where Verstappen's fierce competitiveness will take him next. With multiple routes open to him in F1 and beyond, one thing is clear: the future looks bright for this talented racer. Join us as we continue to track Max's journey and reveal what unfolds on and off the track. Adrian Newey is a name synonymous with success in Formula One, and his recent move to Aston Martin has generated considerable excitement. As he dives into designing the F1 2026 Aston Martin, team anticipations are running high. Former F1 driver Pedro de la Rosa suggests that Newey's presence is already being felt within the team, setting the stage for a transformative era. What makes this move even more significant is Newey's singular focus on crafting a competitive 2026 machine. This laser-like concentration on innovation is precisely what Aston Martin needs as they look to enhance their performance on the racetrack. Newey's track record speaks for itself. He is celebrated as one of the premier designers in modern Formula One, distinguished not just for his ingenuity, but also for his ability to lead and visualize the complex structure of successful race cars. His expertise in interpreting the FIA's stringent regulations while pushing boundaries of design reflects a brilliant blend of creativity and technical savvy. As Newey's career has progressed, he has evolved into a versatile design consultant capable of assessing and addressing issues across various technical teams. For instance, he can pinpoint constraints within the aerodynamic team or identify missing elements that make a car easier to handle. Such capabilities are invaluable for Aston Martin, which is currently striving to recalibrate its strategy and designs. Since joining Aston Martin, Newey has dedicated himself to understanding the transformative F1 2026 regulations. He's actively looking for innovative loopholes that give the team a competitive edge. Partnering with a forward-thinking roster, he aims to develop a car that not only meets but exceeds expectations. It's essential to recognize that the fruits of Newey's labor may not be immediately visible. The transformation of a team's performance isn't instantaneous, and it's natural for fans and analysts to seek quick results. However, Pedro de la Rosa reassures everyone that Newey's influence is already in effect, indicating that substantial progress is underway. As we look ahead, it's clear that Adrian Newey's decision to join Aston Martin marks a pivotal moment for the team. With his legendary design prowess and innovative mindset steering the ship toward the future, there's a palpable sense of optimism surrounding Aston Martin's prospects on the F1 grid. This new chapter in their journey might just be the catalyst they need to reclaim their competitive edge in Formula One. Adrian Newey's impact on Aston Martin extends far beyond mere technical contributions. According to De La Rosa, Newey is revered for both his unparalleled skills as an aerodynamicist and his ability to inspire those around him. It's not just about what he knows, it's about how he influences the team culture. When De La Rosa says, "Everyone wants to work with Adrian," it speaks volumes about the respect he commands and the internal transformation he brings. His presence alone serves as a driving force, changing dynamics in a way that can't be quantified. It's about fostering an environment where creativity and innovation can flourish. While Newey is certainly a big name within the team, he is not working in isolation. The existing talent at Aston Martin is robust and should not be overlooked. Together, they're poised for a turnaround, especially with Newey's knack for collaboration. His method of teaching others how to think critically and creatively could be instrumental in elevating Aston Martin's performance. Looking ahead, there's speculation about how these shifts will materialize on the track. Aston Martin seems to be gearing up for a more competitive 2026 season, with Newey's strategic planning playing a crucial role. The anticipation is building as fans and experts alike look forward to what this newfound synergy can achieve. In other news, Newey recently shared insights into one of Formula One's most somber memories, Ayrton Senna's tragic accident at Imola. His reflections reveal a deep reverence for the sport and its history, reminding us of the stakes involved. Such moments underscore the responsibility of current designers and engineers in shaping a safe and exciting future for F1. As for Newey's day-to-day involvement at Aston Martin, Andy Cowell has shed some light. Surprisingly, Newey isn't the meet-and-greet type. He focuses on driving innovation rather than attending meetings or answering emails. This might seem unconventional, but it demonstrates his commitment to doing what he does best, designing and innovating. It seems that all the pieces are coming together for a significant shift in the team's fortunes. With Fernando Alonso now on board and Newey's unparalleled expertise guiding their future, it feels like a landmark moment for Aston Martin. They are laying the foundations for the future, as some insiders suggest, positioning themselves strongly for what lies ahead. So, as we keep our eyes peeled on the grid, let's remember that in this fast-paced world of Formula One, it's not just about the cars that race. It's also about the teams behind them, the people, the innovations, and the stories that will ultimately define the legacy of this incredible sport. The journey toward the next chapter in Formula One is filled with promise, and Aston Martin is certainly one to watch.